All right, back here in the kitchen with Raw Chef Jane. Got this beautiful dal. You have plated it up, and it looks really nice.
Isn't it nice? And it
Yeah.
actually tastes pretty good, too, I must admit. You adjust your seasonings as to how you like them. I added a little bit more of the garam masala in there, and Chris said it needed a little more salt, so I put some more Himalayan salt in it. Okay, so you adjust that to how you like it done. That's the most important thing, okay? Because if you don't like it, what's the sense in making it? Okay, so I put it over some delicious cauliflower rice, which I made in my food processor. Really simple. You just kind of cut up your cauliflower a little bit, pulse it in your food processor until it comes out a texture that is rice-like. And then that is your fresh rice. Okay, and then I made a little bit of sour cream using just cashews, a little bit of macadamia nuts, some lemon juice, and a little Himalayan salt, and that's it. And that's mimicking a dairy sour cream. Now, there are a lot of reasons, of course, that people don't eat dairy and such, and that's fine. And this gives you alternatives to that. I also made my fresh coconut milk by using some dried coconut that is unsweetened and not roasted, just plain dried raw coconut. And I put it into my blender with a little bit of water and a pinch of Himalayan salt, and I think I used maybe 3 drops of stevia in there. And I blended it up, and it came out nice and smooth, and it's a nice coconut milk, which is what gives you this beautiful texture and flavor in this dish. And that's what makes it a traditional dal.
And I'm amazed you put some salt in with the coconut milk.
Just a
teeny
little pinch.
But it gives it that little edge that it needs, and it kind of accentuates the flavor of the coconut.
It should bring out flavor. And that's the whole point, like especially when you're using a good quality salt like a Himalayan salt. You want that, you don't want to salt it so much as you want to use that to bring out the flavors of whatever dish you're making. You don't need to use a lot of it. Now remember that our Himalayan salt contains about 92 minerals, 87 of which are used by our bodies, and most of us are deficient in trace minerals. So our Himalayan salt actually can do some good to our body, and it is not the same as what you can buy as that white stuff that you put on.
And I love the fact, trace minerals in general, there are some that your body will retain, there are some that your body needs but doesn't retain. So if you can add those trace minerals through your food, you're doing your body a world of service.
Yes. That is exactly true. And I actually had a friend who craved Himalayan salt. Okay, and Himalayan salt is traditionally pink. Usually mined in the Himalayan mountains, and that used to be a seabed underwater. And it actually contains more minerals than your Celtic sea salt does. Okay, so you really want to think about what you're putting into your body. And any little change that you can make to be healthier is a step in the right direction.
All right. Wonderful recipe for dal here, wonderfully spiced. It's great. I tried a couple of bites of it so we could get the salt right. So it turned out well. A beautiful dish when you plate it up, too.
Yeah, I topped it with a little cilantro on there to make it look pretty. And there you go.
All right. Raw Chef Jane. She's got it covered. She's got she's got books. She loves those books, and you should too. They're great books, and you can find out more about her books. You can find more recipes, a lot of things at rawchefjane.com.